this recording? Hey! So since Finale is finally shutting down, I decided to record a video to recap on my experience with the software. And tell you what, I'ma give you a hot take. Finale is not that bad. I got a lot of ridiculement from my peers back in my college days for using Finale. Oh, Sibelius is better. Check out this thing called Toriko. Your score is... You know what? You're absolutely correct. I have a kind of love-hate relationship with this f***ing software called Finale. It's like a lover that demands constant understanding and a lot of effort to conquer her heart. But once you do, she won't leave you hanging. I'm not gonna deny that Finale has had a lot of issues, lots of bugs, scattered toolkits, steep learning curve, but Finale was the first one I actually put lots of effort and time to learn. Mostly because I don't want to pay more for Sibelius, and Berklee already gave me Finale as a welcome package. I saw a tip in Berklee's book, I think, that said something along the line of don't take a project when you're still learning the software that you're gonna be using. That ain't happening, bruh. Especially as someone who decided to take a composition major with lots of tight deadlines, but still had no clue how to use the damn thing. Guarantee you that you're gonna learn by doing. You know, granted that I've had a couple of great mentors that had a lot of experiences on using the actual software, so I learned a great deal of tips and tricks from them. One thing you need to know is that Finale is old. Like old. It's like the Pro Tools of notation software. And because it's old, it came with some perks and icks. Perk number 1. You can customize a lot of stuff in Finale. Finale also allows you to put like extreme graphics in the score and like edit it with ease. Perks number 2. Another perk that came with being an old software is that it has a very big community. You can find a lot of helpful stuff online from people actually tweaking the program, external plugins to help with your layouts, and people can share their experiences on a certain problem. Perks number 3. And it became one of the leading standards for notation software, so lots of composers, musicians, and institutions acknowledge Finale. Perks number 4. And once you get used to it, it is a very fast and powerful tool. However, nothing is perfect. Especially not this. Like I mentioned before, Finale has a very steep learning curve. It is a not new user-friendly software. The user interface is a bit all over the place. It came from being an old software, like I mentioned also. And because of that, some bugs still linger around, even from the old days. Though it came with great powerful tools, it didn't come with a great layout. A couple tips that I picked up along the way. I used external software for customizing shortcuts. It helped me a ton. I composed my latest composition, Dava, a 12-minute composition, in 1 week. Had I not known how to customize shortcuts, I wouldn't have been able to do that thanks to deadlines. Another one is the shortcut Shift Command A. Takes you back to the selection tool, and from the selection tool you can double click on something and then you can also Command U to update the page. Sometimes Finale doesn't automatically update the layouting of the page after you do something, like this is the command to manually update the thing and remove the weirdness. While simple entry is good, Speedy entry is way better and way faster. I started out using simple entry, like just clicking in the notes. It is the most intuitive way, yes, but it is not the most efficient way. I then started learning to putting in notes with my keyboards, like actually C for C, D for D, E for E, and then learning the shortcuts. It then helped quite a bit. But once I figured out how to use the Speedy entry, my whole process changed a lot for the better. Like, you can just press the note on your MIDI keyboard and then press the duration, and it's as simple as that, you know. And because you can play notes on a keyboard, you can stack notes, you can play chords like way faster. And then you can turn on the caps lock and then set a fixed duration, and then you can just play, and then the lines will show by itself. How cool is that? Another thing is the scroll view. I use this a lot for composing because it resembled the DAW the most for me. Back in my Berklee days, I had to record everything live, so I had to give something to the player that the player can read, but I also need to have a demo that both the teacher and the players can listen to. So instead of composing first in DAW, I composed everything from Finale. This is something that Bob told me. Make 2 drum tracks. One is for the notation, one is for the actual playback. I don't have to care about the neatness on the second one, I just need it to sound good. It may not look tidy, but it doesn't matter because you have the other track. There's also this thing where when you hold space and then you click on a measure, it will play from that measure. And that helped a lot. Instead of having to go back to the playback window, it's clunky. It's better to press space beforehand and then click the measure that you want to play. I think Sibelius has something similar, like when you click a note and then press P, it plays from there. Also, when you press, I think it was Option and space, and then you hover on a note, it plays and it holds as long as you hold the Option and space, if that makes any sense. You can check for voicings like this. There's a better term for it, I can't think of it right now. And then set up templates, man. It will help you a ton. Finale actually gives you access to the template files. So if you edit the template files, it will become the default template files. Once you open that, it will come with your customizations. I think those are some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way that I can share to you right now, that I can think of at least. As much as I despise Finale with all its flaws, it will always have a special place in my heart. Feels weird, man. Like, knowing I have to switch to another notation software sooner or later. Probably that came from pride of using Finale when others are using others, you know? There was a point where among of my Indonesian friends, I was the only one that used Finale. I was determined to master the damn thing and be able to make things better and faster than other people who are using non-Finale. So I took pride in that, and yeah, it's just sad realizing that one day sooner or later I have to move on from Finale and learn another software. Now I have to learn Sibelius and actually buy it. Anyhow, that's all. Give Finale a try, or not, because they discontinued it like earlier this year. Anyhow, check out my works, hear my latest compositions, my latest videos, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you liked it or not. See you another time. Alright, let's stop recording. Love, hate. I have a kind of love-hate relationship with this software. I composed my latest released composition, Dava,